So, who doesn't love shopping? In today's world, shopping has become so easy. We can walk through the stores of our choice, browse websites that interest us, or even sign up for a company that takes your interest into consideration and provides you with a custom wardrobe that can be delivered right to your home. But what if we decided to start doing this to our children? What if we decided it was easy, just as easy as picking out their personalities, what color their eyes or their hair is going to be? Unfortunately, that is what scientists are doing when they decide to genetically modify an embryo. The term for this is designer children or designer babies. As someone who thoroughly loves shopping, I definitely do not stand behind the designer babies topic. In this speech, I am going to tell you why designer babies should not be allowed and how it violates everything that is natural about a child who is not genetically modified. Let's talk about what designer babies really are. The ability to manipulate sperm, eggs, and embryos are rapidly increasing as technology is developing. Scientists now have the ability to edit the DNA of a zygote during the embryonic development by simply deleting or adding bases during development, according to authors Sass and Lawrence in their article, The Latest Fashion in Designer Babies. By doing so, we are simply gambling with the child's health and could potentially create significant health problems for this child. By editing the DNA of an embryo opens doors to allowing unintended harmful editing that leaves the child with unwanted diseases. Also, these same unwanted diseases can be passed down from generation to generation and not just be limited to the one child that you are genetically modifying. Secondly, creating the perfect baby is simply unethical. When using the replacement therapy techniques to genetically enhance a child is dehumanizing, as Ronald Pang discusses in his journal article, Obstetrics, Gynecology, and Reproductive Medicine. Lastly, creating designer children affects their autonomy. According to Webster Dictionary, the definition of autonomy is the right to govern oneself. By pre-selecting one's features prior to birth, completely takes away one's autonomy. Although much significant advancements have been made when it comes to designer babies, long-term safety is uncertain and can be prevented at all costs. Banning the ability to genetically modify our children before it is even reality is the perfect solution. As authors David Resnick and Daniel Vaharis state in their article, the risks of genetically modifying children are unknown, so why take the risk? The International Bioethics Committee, also known as IBC, argues that editing the DNA of an embryo could jeopardize the inherent and therefore equal dignity of all human beings and renew eugenics in their article from unseco.com. A final objection to designer babies is that this would simply exacerbate social differences and do nothing but increase the already expanding gap between the rich and the poor, as Bonnie Steinbach states in her article, Designer Babies, Choosing Our Children's Genes. Designer babies would have huge influence on equality. Kate Lunau discusses in her article that those with more money can pay to live longer, disease-free, look better, have higher intelligence, and return to those who do not have enough money to do so, creating a greater divide in our society than we already have. In the end, having the ability to design our children is not something anyone should have the option to do. With all that said, custom designing should be left up to clothing designers, not to scientists. Choosing our children's personalities, the color of their eyes, or determining their intelligence is not an option that us humans should have. I hope after listening to this speech, you are all on the same wavelength as I am regarding designer babies. Thank you.